What's up, guys? Crazy excited to be showing you this. Um, this is one of the mother of all prizes from the Ultrasabers summer raffle. I'm gonna go rifle through this one time super fast to try to get as much of this on the better camera as possible. So here's my entries. Really cool saber designs, the Archon and the Emperor's Hand. I got them. They're actually gifts for friends. Um, and so there's my entry. And then here's what I actually got. Like, that's crazy. It's freaking nuts. Um, just a gigantic haul. Like, that's one prize. Insane. So, just to try to go as fast as possible, yeah, my two entries, they're, like I said, they're gifts. I knew I was going to be getting them for friends. I figured with the promotion, perfect timing, like, I could score all the cool promo stuff, and it was just like, how could I not? The chargers and the USB cables I picked up with the order, but everything else that you see here is part of the promo and or raffle. The really nice stand that you see there in the background, they're gorgeous stands. And then the spinner, um, the vented coupler was part of the prize. The blade plug T-shirt, um, and the one of the huge draw of the promo was the free initiate slash apprentice. Um, so I was, I basically took the opportunity to pick up a couple sabers as gifts that I knew I was going to be getting and score all this wicked promo stuff for free. I was like, I couldn't say no. And then to land, the prize of prizes of like I could pick any two sabers I wanted, flat straight up. Just pick any two I wanted, any of them. It was mind blowing, and I couldn't be happier. I mean, they're breathtaking. Like both the sabers I picked are stunning. I haven't been able to put them down since I got the box open. This camera won't even be doing them justice, but I'll put pics up or something. The Emperor's Hand, I was able to get one for myself, which was so awesome because it would have been heartbreaking to just buy one and give it away. And the Guardian as well. Like with the Emperor's Hand, I love the design in general, and I love Ultra Saber's version of it. And the exact same thing could be said about the Guardian. So to be able to pick them up for myself is pretty awesome. Trying to get the brightness to do this justice, but the lighting here is kind of crazy, so it's kind of difficult. But they're just amazing. They're gorgeous. And my mystery initiate slash apprentice came in blazing red. It's amazing. I don't even have an initiate or an apprentice of any kind, and it's wicked to get a dark one in blazing red. It's awesome. I've been swinging this thing around in my apartment all day. I'm just gonna go money shot real quick for timing. Like, I mean, come on. That's nuts. Yeah, insane. Okay, now just want to recap a little bit when I don't have to rush like a madman to try to fit that in because I was going to run out of space. I had like 2 seconds left to record there. This is just like my webcam so it's not going to be very good quality for audio or video, but I mean, like, at least I can just kind of want to explain a little bit of what I just showed you there. Yeah, anyway, so I'll be getting like a good camera soon anyway. It's been overdue. But at least I can just kind of actually tell you what I just kind of rushed through there. So here's the initiate, or sorry, the apprentice, that came free with the order, as per the summer raffle promo. It's awesome, blazing red. It's a really nice little hilt, as everybody kind of already knows already, and it's nice. Like this, like I said before, this is my first of any of the line of the initiator apprentice. So it's really cool. It's nice to actually have one. Yeah, they're really. I don't want can't really spin it around here because I'm hovering over a coffee table and a laptop that's set up precariously, an expensive laptop, mind you, balancing like on the edge of a coffee table on a chair and some books. So I don't want to twirl these around too much because, knowing my luck, I'd smash something. But yeah, you can see crazy bright, awesome, blazing red. I'm pumped. I was like, you didn't know what you were gonna get for the for the initiative. Is like a mystery. It's kind of like a mini mystery, grab bag mystery box type thing. Because you'd get, you knew you were gonna get an apprentice or an initiate, but yeah, it could have been any setup, any color, etc. So it's really cool. I'm glad I got red. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a really nice little offhand Shoto type thing, or for a young person. That's sick. I'll cycle that over to the back over here. I'll probably, I'll probably end up customizing this. It just seems like it's such a cool, cool little, like, there's so much you could do with it, like it's, you could take it a million ways, and you wouldn't have to do anything. Well, you don't have to do anything to it. It's cool as it is. But if you wanted to personalize it, you wouldn't have to do much to make it, like, get a whole bunch of different looks. So it's pretty cool. It's got, you're not gonna be able to see. Oh, you might be able to just see the silhouette of those two holes there, but I'm assuming that's like a module and then a blade retention. So that's pretty cool. Pretty wicked, solid little stunt apprentice. That was totally free. That came with my order, and then the little widget spinner thingy. I had no idea the bearings were so intense on these things. Like, you just barely touch it, and it just never stops. That thing's pretty cool. That came with it. Part of the prize, I got this vented coupler, which is sick too. I didn't have one of these either. So that's pretty awesome. That's really nice to join, any of my sabers into a coupler. That was part of the Emerald prize. And then I ordered USB cables and the chargers with my order. I also, the shirt here, that's cool. That was all part of the promo and or the prize. So the only things that I actually bought, bring those out first. Here's my actual entries. Here's the thin neck Archon. It's really, really nice. This, like I said, is a gift for a friend. And it's one of his favorites. Actually, I think it is his favorite, period. And so that's why I ordered it. And in all honesty, just the whole this lightsaber, like not the Archon specifically, not Ultrasabers Archon, but like this famous saber design itself, the actual lightsaber design. Like, everybody knows this is an iconic uh, hilt, and that hilt in a general sense, wasn't my favorite type of design. The same with Obi-Wan's uh, original trilogy hilt. Just that actual aesthetic, like that type of design, just wasn't my favorite in general. But like when I got this out and I was looking at this, I totally kind of like changed my tune on this Ultra Sabers Archon, at least, because it's really really nice. Like it pictures and stuff like that, even here on video, it's not gonna translate. Um, it's just something about the like it's solid, and yet at the same time this neck, like, it feels solid, but it almost has like, it's so like, not um it's not delicate, isn't the word, but it's like, it's the just the dramatic, like, sort of how small it is here, and then it just, like, it seems more detailed, I guess, and more like, I don't know what the word is, but it's like, it just kind of high end because of that. Like, that's what I'm trying to get at. It's kind of a hard thing to explain, but with just it puts like almost like a level of detail, or like you're looking at these, like, the tiny features, and it just kind of makes it seem that much nicer, or like that much more of like a high end saber. I don't know why that is, but it just something about it. Maybe because it's so different than, it's different than any of the other ones that you would typically see. It's so much more dramatic, and the neck, the details, and the design is so much more pronounced, and maybe that's what it is. But a lot of the little things about it, just the way this gets so small in here on the neck, but yet it's like, it's still thick. Like, you can feel this threads off, and this threads off, and you can see, like, you can feel that it's thick walled, so it's solid. It's just cool how it's so small there, and then here where it joins to the base here, it's nice and chamfered, and it even has a nice little ring sort of machined in around to give it like an extra little, just the tiniest little profile of a flange down here too. It's really nice. Just the way that makes the transition from the neck to the grip section is really nice. I ordered it with the silver AV, which looks really really good on this. And I didn't get a Covertech. I wanted to just keep with the D-ring. And it's nice to see that. I was curious because some hilts have the Covertech hole standard, and you can request to not have a Covertech wheel. You'll still end up with the Covertech hole, which you'll then likely want to use a set screw or something to fill. It's nice that the Archon, if you don't get a Covertech with it, it doesn't have the hole, so you don't have to worry about an unused hole for the appearance on the outside of the hilt. So that's pretty cool. Really like the vent pattern, and I picked the normal pommel, and basically all the details about how I ordered this saber is kind of like classic, and what I did it with the person I'm giving it to in mind, because I know how he would want it. He's talked about it before. He loves this hilt. He's gonna lose his mind when he gets it. I got it in Consular Green, and it's got the silver flash and Obsidian V4. And it definitely doesn't. It definitely doesn't disappoint. It's what you'd expect for having Obsidian V4 and the silver flash. Sorry, and the silver flash with the green is really nice. I've had it on other sabers, so that's gonna be really nice to give to him. He's gonna lose it. And then so there's the Archon. just to give you the rundown on that one. Then we'll go to, here's the other one, the other entry, and this, tied to, just like the Archon, this is a gift to a friend, and it's kind of, these two gifts, they're really closely related, but I don't want to say too much about it because it'll spoil the surprise. The occasion's right around the corner, so it'll remain a bit of a mystery till then, but I'm sure firsthand. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's awesome too. As soon as I saw this, them release this design, I knew I wanted to get it because I really love this lightsaber design in general, anyway. And Ultrasabers version looked really nice, and now that I'm holding it, it definitely is. It's awesome. I love the grip section. It's so nice. It's not gonna do it justice in this camera, that's for sure. But it's just there's a lot of detail, a lot of like design going on, a lot of different layers to the hilt, and just like there's contours cut everywhere and all this detail. It's so nice. Really good vent pattern. Just everything about it. I love the T-tracks up here and all the like these greeblies and the button type things. I love the emitter. And like it actually just practically the way it holds, like the way it grips, is awesome. I love the feel of this in your hands. It's so solid, but like the activation box, like I don't know if anyone's wondering, it doesn't there. It's not in the way at all. I mean, I can grip right over it for one, and or like kind of half over it on either side. It's not because it sits in sort of a contoured area of the hilt, that it doesn't really seem to stick up at all. And plus, if you look at where it's placed, you're kind of never really grabbing right on it anyway. But I mean, it doesn't seem like grabbing right on it is it's kind of comfortable for me anyway. So yeah, it's super nice. Though it has a really comfortable, it's a really comfortable saber, and it just has a naturally good feel to it. It's got like it grips where you want it to grip, and it's got little hand stops where you'd want there to be a hand stop type thing, just naturally built into the design, and it looks amazing. So yeah, those were my entries. Oh, this is the same thing. V4 Obsidian. I got it in Violet Amethyst. It kind of looks like Dark Violet Amethyst. Maybe not on camera here, but with the blade in. I'll have to kind of have a look at that and see. But either way, it's a really nice color. I'm beyond happy with the color. But yeah, amazing. Like just love these things. Both awesome designs and awesome sabers. I love them. And then so basically, I put in the order because I was wanting to get these gifts anyway. Figured, hey, I can score all this wicked promotion stuff that I got back here and get a crazy deal because the raffle and everything's going on, and land one of these for myself. So I was like, of course, I'm going to do that. And then I ended up hitting the huge prize, and it was just like, mind blown. Because then I wanted an Emperor's Hand so badly for myself, and it was just going to be like so hard to get one and just pass it on. It would have like been so tough. So the luck to land the big win and be able to pick out whatever I wanted was crazy. So of course I chose an Emperor's Hand myself, and with the exact same specs. I love like the silver grip screws. This will be the only one of the sabers that I got with this whole batch that I will really, except for the Apprentice, but the Apprentice and this one here will be the only ones that I really even touch or tweak anything on. I'm gonna do just a little bit of cosmetic stuff with this one, I love the silver grip screws, so I don't know if I might change my mind, but I was kind of thinking I would put in some brass screws, brass button screws for all the silver ones, and a brass or gold AV, and just a couple little minor things like that, just to kind of personalize it. But I'm not gonna do anything crazy in terms of modding it or anything like that. Pretty much, it's just gonna be swapping a little bit of brass hardware for the silver, and that's about all I'm gonna do. I just because like it's just something I always wanted to do with this particular lightsaber design. I thought it would really lend itself well, and obviously I mean, I can't be crazy that there's a reason all the every time you see it has this gold Covertech. Um, so there's something to that. Obviously, I think everyone thinks a little bit of gold on this hilt looks good. I think I'm gonna crank it up a couple notches and just put some brass screws, the button, just minor details. But I think it'll be enough that it'll just make it pop that little bit more. I got a brass and aluminum Graflex style plug that'll kind of complement that as well. But I just love everything about this saber design. It's so sharp, and Ultrasabers is by far my favorite of all of this design. I love the activation box. A lot of the ones that you see they don't have it. Um, I love the activation box on this hilt. I prefer the square one myself. I know a lot of people prefer the other one. And even like the pommel, it's so low profile, and yet it adds a lot to the look because it's kind of hard to see here, but the way that the grip section is so layered, it comes down in 3 layers there. There's the grip section, then there's the sort of main layer, like the body section, and then the pommel is the inner layer. And you can actually see that, and because of the cuts on the grip section and on the pommel, it's got a lot of character down there. Like I don't know how to say it, but it's just sharp. It just looks like not physically sharp, like literally sharp. I mean, sharp as in it's striking. Like it looks awesome. There's something about that. It just looks amazing. And then when you add the grooves and the screws in the grip section, the splashes of gold, the T-tracks, all of it together, it's just like it's the perfect storm of lightsaber. And now this was one of the ones I chose for the Emerald prize. So I mean, this thing it's tricked out with the it's just amazing. I got to pick it and then load it up with the 4-channel Emerald and Obsidian. So yeah, I mean, I can flip it to whatever color on top of just being how awesome it is, and then plus all the other perks of the Emerald, like the LED driving effects. When it came, it was sent with like a really cool. It's not going to show here, but it has this awesome, like a flicker sort of to it. It's like in between a pulse and I guess it's more of a flicker than a pulse, but it's really cool. It's not just a static lit blade. It's like alive. It's so awesome. I couldn't be happier about that. I was just like, um, you know, going nuts when I opened this. I'm all calm now. The only reason I'm all monotone and so calm is because I just got back from doing the Tough Mudder, and it was like a road trip to get there, and the particular course I did was like on a freaking mountain. So I was just running up and down the side of this mountain. I'm like so drained and dead right now, physically, but yet I was like, there's no way I'm definitely doing this right now, because the the package the FedEx and Ultrasabers, they had this to me like really fast. Like I left on the weekend and for the mutter, and this thing, the package actually came right before I left, and I was like walking out the door, so I had to just stash the package, go do the run and everything, and then come back home the next like after the couple days after, and like because I was out of town for a couple days, and then come back and like finally get to it. And the whole weekend long, I was doing this race and stuff, but all I could think about was getting back to this because I hadn't even opened, and I had found out I won this huge jackpot, and it's like, oh, I almost was like, screw you guys, I'm not even going. But it was worth it. I was so excited to get back to this all weekend. So it's so awesome to finally be getting into it. And then the final, my second choice was the Guardian. It was so hard for me to choose. Like honestly, there's so many that I want. So picking was like insanely hard. But at the same time, I didn't dilly dally and like take a really long time to do it because like in a weird way, as much as it was difficult because there's like a good amount that I really want badly. It was also not that difficult because I want them badly. So it was like I could pick them with conviction even if there was a whole bunch I wanted, right? Like I knew I was gonna, like I'd been dying to have one of these Guardians for so long. As soon as I saw the Emperor's Hand, I knew I wanted it. You know what I mean? It's like there's so many I could say that about that I didn't have to him and awe because like I knew um, it was gonna be an awesome pick. Um, but the Guardian though, man, like just like the Emperor's Hand, it's one thing to look at the pictures, but then it's just amazing. I love this saber. It's so awesome. Like it's to my opinion, it's got to be one of the more detailed of all the Ultrasabers. So it's the same with the Emperor's Hand for that matter. Um, just in terms of all the hardware it has on it, just the whole design aesthetic. They're both iconic sabers, right? And I love Ultra Sabers versions of both of these. They're just, man, they're so nice. It's so solid. Like you think of with Ultra Sabers, it's like solid and beefy and just feels like it's indestructible. And yet at the same time, it's like feels like something that like these particular hilts seem like you would have them behind glass. Like you know what I mean? It's just they're so nice. There's so much going on. You really have to see it in person. These sort of rivet screw type details up here are actually see-through vents, as you probably all know. Um, and yeah, it's just like everything about it. This jeweled, knurled, gold or brass knurl screw up here is so nice. And actually, all I said was when I replied with to make my choices, you get the email. I didn't even specify anything. All I said was I'd take an Emperor's Hand and a Guardian. I just left it at that. I was like, I'll let the Force kind of decide what colors they get sent to me and what options they put on them, anything. And I was so pumped to see they hooked me up with an AV. Totally, like they just did that. I didn't even request it or pay extra for that or anything. So I was like just super happy to see that. It looks so nice on here. Um, so that was icing on the icing of the cake already. There's like layers of icing on this cake. Um, but yeah, the video's getting kind of long, so gonna wrap it up. But yeah, this one, also loaded up with the 4-channel emerald, so really I can put this to any color, but I'm glad it was sent in like a sort of a guardian blue. The blade effects too, it's not a static color. It's sort of like jumping all around. It's really nice. Like super loud, and I love the hilt design itself. It's just such a nice saber. It's amazing. Yeah, and it's just, and then, and I even got the stand and all this stuff. I just totally, it's like I'm sitting here and it still hasn't even, like, I can't even believe it, or hasn't really sunk in. It's just, I have this entire table that I can't even get in frame all at once, almost, of lightsabers that are just amazing. Granted, I'm giving 2 of them away, but still, it's just nuts. It's like, I feel like it's the equivalent of, like, you just rob the bank and you dump the bag of money out somewhere and you're rolling in it, basically, is what I'm doing right here. It's kind of nuts. So thanks for checking it out with me, guys. And I'm gonna be I'll do proper posts on all these. Like, I'll do a review, and I'm sure anything that the 2 that I sort of do end up tweaking, I'll be doing posts on all that. So I'll do, like, proper looks where you can actually see in better images and stuff like that with blades on and whatever. But in the interest of not making this a feature film, I just wanted to show you guys, because I was just so pumped and stoked about this. It's crazy. Like, this whole video I've been trying not to, like, accidentally. It's freaking nuts. Like, yeah, it's just crazy. Totally kicks ass. So yeah, thanks so much to Ultrasabers and to everybody there. I know a lot of people, Ultrasabers in general, for just doing these and making, like, deciding to do all this stuff, and then even just all the actual people on the ground at Ultrasabers behind the scenes working. I know a lot of you guys, like, were there. I literally know people gave up their weekend, the weekend of the raffle, were putting in time, working to, get all the stuff going and stuff. So it's like, I really, really appreciate it. Thanks so much to all you guys. And yeah, thanks to all you guys on the forum for checking it out. And hope you like the look at this. It's nuts. It's the craziest freaking haul ever. So yeah, have a good one, guys. I'll catch you on the forum. And thanks again, everybody at Ultrasabers. I'm just, like, speechless. Can't even really put it into words. Yeah.